New York Times article, do I need to worry about microplastic in tea bags? Like finding the microplastic alternative version of that and delivering a product there, I think can be 8-figure, if not 9-figure opportunity. Putting a plastic bottle in your kid's mouth is going to be like the equivalent of smoking a cigarette when you're pregnant in a couple of years. I have a headline that I can guarantee is a $20 million e-commerce business by next year if somebody's listening to this and executes in real time. You ready for it?
Yep.
New York Times article 16 days ago. Do I need to worry about microplastics in tea bags?
Hmm. Hmm.
So I'll save you the article. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I know that there are so many alternative ways to steep tea. That being said, for everyone who's currently using tea bags and worried about health and thinking about that type of stuff, you want an alternative. And that alternative to me can be any form of material that is not going to put plastic into hot water and then straight into the bloodstream. And the reason that I've been so gung-ho and just diving into this microplastic stuff over the last, honestly, month now, it's probably the hottest, like what you are for ChatGPT wrappers right now is currently the rabbit holes that I've been going down on
Mm-hmm.
microplastics. And I think a lot of the reason is because of seeing the case study that is Native deodorant and seeing that they sold $100 million deodorant business solely from the one insight that people do not want aluminum in their deodorant. And
Mm-hmm.
so I think finding a product that is highly consumable, whether that is in apparel, whether that is in, even like there's a plastic lining on soda cans that nobody
Mm-hmm.
knows about or talks about, tea bags, like finding the microplastic alternative version of that and delivering a product there, I think can be a 8-figure, if not 9-figure opportunity. What do you think? Do you think it's
I've got my.
overhyped?
Oh, dude. I just got a very specific idea as you read that headline. Okay. You ready?
Yeah. Yep.
So I used to have an e-commerce fulfillment business. We had a customer for a hot minute by the name of the Iron Fish. Okay. This is the most random thing you'll ever. This has like short YouTube short written all over it. They literally sell an iron fish in like a box, and
I'm looking at this photo.
it's specifically for Indian cooking. It can be used for anything, but for whatever reason, like we want to have more iron in our meals, right? Iron is good for your body. And so you cook a
Oh,
curry,
that's
you
crazy.
freaking throw a metal fish in the curry and you get more iron out of your food. Who would ever think to like purposely put something inedible in your food while you cook it?
That
So
is so good.
you said the teabag comment, and I thought someone needs to make a reusable teabag made out of metal. And then I thought, why not iron? We need more iron in our diet. You could reuse it like a
Mm.
mesh, like a chain mail, where you put tea inside of it and you let it steep.
So I don't know if you drink tea or you coffee guy. I know that you have your energy
I
drinks that you
drink
drink
tea
there
sometimes, but I'm an energy drink guy.
because they have like little metal pincher things that you can grab tea leaves with, but they're
Hmm.
probably some cheap aluminum. I think to your point, a really high end version of that, which is more iron, no messy cleanup. You figure out that piece because that's probably the most annoying part with it if I had to guess.
Hmm.
Um, that's really cool. Is there another version of this that's not just iron
I don't know, but that could be a thing.
to
Aluminum
cook with?
fish. Just rub that thing all over your armpits.
Wait, what is this? All right, iron fish alternative. Um, no, this is like the thing. That's pretty crazy because I'm even thinking, can you find a way to cook with other? I'm thinking like a bath bomb of vitamins, and you put it into like
Mm.
a, I don't know if it's a crock pot or I don't know if it's like a stir fry thing, and then it'll slowly, it's flavorless, it doesn't taste like anything, but all of a sudden you're getting vitamin A, B, C, D,
Hmm.
all the way through Z in your diet on a daily basis. That could be interesting too.
A functional bath bomb.
A functional bath bomb.
That'd be a good
Yeah.
domain name to own. I mean, what about an entire kids brand built around no plastic?
Okay, again, let's bring it back to the microplastics. I think that putting a plastic bottle in your kid's mouth is going to be like the equivalent of smoking a
Yeah.
cigarette when you're pregnant in a couple of years.
It's like it sounds crazy, but it's not. Like it anything plastic.
plastic-free IV tubing. This to me feels like the most no-brainer if anyone was smart enough and wanted to like run through the logistical, bureaucratic, you know, medical device sales business that's out there.
Right.
60 to 70% of IV tubes are made with PVC and DEHP. And a lot of studies are linking those plastic tubes to microplastic and nanoplastic exposures into patient bloodstream. So, like, imagine you're fighting for your life, you're on life support, and all of a sudden they're putting plastic directly into you. Which, again, maybe we're making, I think a lot of this stuff is exposure for longer term. So I don't think it's, we all know that, stuff's not going to kill you right off the bat. But it is pretty crazy to think that that is still made with the material that it is today.
It's crazy, but I bet like if we knew more about the logistics of it, we would realize how difficult it would be to find an alternative that just works. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? That's affordable
Yes.
also. I think in any setting though, like hospitals can freaking afford to pay a little more for their tubing, whereas a lot of
Mm-hmm.
other settings and businesses could not. Like it reminds me of food, like Sweetgreen. Like they're not profitable, like
No?
what we say and what we do are completely different things. Like everyone wants a salad, but we don't want to pay more than $10 for it.
Yeah.
But then there are some industries that have the margin to really afford to be able to swap out, a $5 plastic IV tube with a $30,
Mm-hmm.
healthy IV tube. But I would just think it's logistically difficult, but it's an inevitability that there will be no plastic IV tubing. It's just a question of who's going to tackle that and when and how much will
I
it
agree.
cost.